Hello and welcome to User Spotlights. I'm Laura with ClickFunnels, and today I'm joined by Orvelin Valle. Orvelin is a media buyer by trade and has been funnel advising for over 10 years now. And he joined our Funnel Builder certification program to enhance his practice and take on new clients. He has all kinds of advice to share with us today about media buying and traffic, so listen up. Welcome, Orvelin. Thanks so much for being my guest today.
Hey, thanks for having me, Laura. I appreciate the invite.
Of course. So tell us a little bit about your background. I know that you mentioned to me a wide array of things that you've done, but what led you here today as a media buyer and what brought you to the program?
Ultimately it was to be a successful media buyer, it's not just about driving traffic. Russell Brunson talks about traffic that you control, and that's ads. However, the problem that I was running into a lot was that it's not necessarily an advertising problem that some of my clients have initially. It's what happens afterwards. It's more of a marketing problem than an advertising problem. I can drive traffic all day, but unless those people convert, then it's for naught. Like, we just wasted money. So that's the main reason why I joined the Funnel Builder certification. Is to understand how to fix the back end. Although I did have some understanding over the years, okay, this is not converting. Maybe I do this, make these changes or whatnot. But it wasn't at the level of all the testing that goes on with ClickFunnels and everyone that they've advised in the past. It's like, all right, let's just cut to the chase and learn directly from ClickFunnels how these things are optimized so that I can drive more results for my clients, so that they can keep me longer and I'm not an expense as a media buyer, and build longer lasting relationships.
Yeah, of course. And what was it that brought you to media buying?
That's a funny story. So for a time, I worked for the Roland Corporation. They make instruments. I was in the artist relations department. So we would get artists to promote our instruments. So the main thing when I was around at Roland was like, let's give these artists or The Voice or American Idol, the musicians that are playing the instruments, our instruments, so that the logo can shine, be front and center on stage or on TV. And then that was pretty much it, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, let's do more with these people. So we dove into content marketing. I actually wrote the stories. Now it's like, all right, let's promote these people. Now I started making ads. That was, I would say that's the first time I tipped my toes into media buying. And obviously,
Interesting background too, especially with music and the entertainment industry, of realizing that everything can be advertising, and even showcasing logos or something on television or film, how that is media buying in its own way, and what led you to the world of traffic, which is really cool. So what was it about this program specifically that you were like, this can help me in what I'm already doing, or it can get me the clients that I want to start working with?
So I've done all kinds of media buying, from e-commerce to local businesses to real estate to coaches, gurus, experts. And each one of those niches, if you will, have their own little intricacies. I think the easiest media buying is e-commerce, because you see a picture, you either want it or you don't, done, right? For experts, coaches, consultants, there's that whole 5 levels of awareness. You got to know, like, and trust a person before you can actually do something with them, before you can actually convert a customer. Otherwise, you're going to be sending direct response ads to someone that they don't know, and you're going to get people looking for a business opportunity to convert. Those leads cost a lot. Those leads lead to low LTV. They churn quick. So there are more steps that we need to take for building that, for getting those higher conversions, for keeping those people on longer. And what I discovered, one of the things I wanted to learn is, yes, I know what a lead funnel is, but what type of leads do we want to create? What do we want to offer to generate a valuable prospect down the line so that we can convert them, or so that we can take them to the next step? How do you go from here to here to here, like the value ladder? And what's the best approach? What's the best path to ascension? I know that's a long-winded answer, but this ultimately leads me to work with more clients in the expert niche, and not just run what I see, which I think is very disgusting, is just advertising to cold advertising to prospects to a landing page where it's a business opportunity. And like I said, it's quick churn, low LTV, low AOV. It just doesn't lead to much.
Right.
Having this proper path is how you create those valuable customers. That's the main reason to work with more experts.
And is that your the majority of your clientele? You say you work with in the expert industry, most of them are coaches and experts.
Yes.
Okay, so let's talk funnels then. What would you say is your favorite type of funnel to create or work on for these clients?
A tripwire. Or you can say it's more like a book funnel. Just remove the book and add something else. What do they find valuable? Here's the thing. How do you open up the funnel to capture the most people into the funnel? So that's volume. That's a volume play. And then offer them your main thing. So that way they convert, and then find the pathway to sell them more. So that's the back end. Like, how do you get them? Or nowadays, what I hear, the MIFKI is kind of like the framework that's being worked around.
The free gift, the lead magnet. Yeah.
Or something like that, right?
No, I love that. And I do feel like that's probably important for somebody who is in advertising and media buying, is you want something that is going to grab the attention of tons of people and get them to convert at a low dollar offer. And by doing the tripwire, like if you have the most incredible free gift ever, the MIFKI, and you're getting them as a lead and you can sell them at a low ticket offer, then your chances of driving them up the value ladder later on probably is much higher because you already have them. They're already your customer.
There's a quote that I picked up from Perry Belcher that was in one of the trainings, and it goes back to Jay Abraham, where he says, how do you increase your business, or how do you make more money or something regarding your business, right? How do you grow your business? It's either get more customers, get them to pay for something higher priced, and get them to return. And I find that the tripwire does all three, right? If you open up the funnel at the top, you get more customers. If you sell your core offer, you obviously sell something higher priced. And then the third thing, which is that recurring payment, that MIFKI style offer, that's what gets them to come back over and over and over again.
Yeah.
So that's why I like the tripwire or the book funnel, because it covers all three.
Do you find that most of the offers for those tripwires are ebooks or physical books, or are there other things that you've worked with that work really well?
Yeah, for one of my clients, what we do is we do a free cheat sheet. It's free. Like, go get it. And then the next offer is, it's not the core offer, but it's an offer that liquidates our ad cost right away. Then we go into our core offer. But you can mess around with that. You can offer your core offer immediately after, and then something like a profit maximizer or something to liquidate your cost. But we find that this works fantastic.
Yeah. I love that. And what was it that led you to using ClickFunnels?
My clients were using ClickFunnels before I knew what ClickFunnels was.
And you mentioned that you attended Funnel Hacking Live, and that's when you signed up for the Funnel Builder certification. What made you want to attend an event and kind of like immerse yourself in the culture of ClickFunnels?
You know, it's my second time attending. So I attended, I want to say it was 2020 in Nashville.
Okay.
Right before the lockdown.
Yep.
I actually flew with the mask. I was like, I don't want to get sick. Then I took it off because I was like the only weirdo wearing a mask at the time.
Especially in Tennessee. I know, I was living there at the time.
So I was like, all right. Then I wasn't prepared. I was just like, my mind was opening up.
Yeah.
You know, as I left that conference, I kept coming back to it. And then, of course, the 2022 Funnel Hacking Live came. I was all about it. I don't think I even thought about it a second. I didn't give it a second thought. I just purchased the funnel builder certification because I knew what I needed.
Yeah.
Much.
Amazing. On that note, what advice would you give to somebody who is maybe on the fence about doing something like this, or they want to start their own agency, or they're taking clients of their own, maybe as a side hustle, and they want to advance, they want to take the next step to grow. What advice would you give them?
I'm thinking about my fellow funnel builders in the funnel builder community. It's something that I did, or something that it's like an epiphany that I had, using Russell Brunson's words, right? Russell Brunson talks about the value ladder, how you go from lead funnels to unboxing funnels to presentation funnels to phone funnels. It's an ascension, right? If a customer's bought into your lead funnel, then the unboxing funnel is the next step. And if you look at it as a funnel, people fall off the funnel at all stages. That's expected. They're not all ready. I wasn't ready to take on the funnel builder certification the first time I went to funnel hacking. But the second time I was. That was like, what, 3 years in the making? 2 or 3 years in the making? So my advice to anyone is to flip that value ladder as a personal value ladder. Instead of starting with a lead funnel, look at it as starting as free work. Free work because you're not worth it yet. You haven't had any results. So it's free. Obviously, the exchange there would be a testimonial, because you want to take this and
Worse, yeah.
want to get paid for it. And Russell Brunson had a similar experience when he worked with Organifi. So it's right there. Like, Russell did it. Why can't you do it? Like, bite the bullet, work for free, get that testimonial, then get paid for your next one. So that's the second step on the value ladder. Maybe get some more, get 1 or 2, 3 people in that step. And then the next step is your confidence builder. Have more clients, maybe work in a specific niche. Once you've got your confidence up, then the top of the value ladder is what I call the shot caller. Now you can pick and choose who you want to work with, what niche you want to work with, how much you want to charge. And this is where, if I flip it on myself and it's about media buying, this is where it's crossed this weird path where I know whether a person has a media buying problem or a marketing problem. So I'm brought in to be like a fractional CMO in some cases. And I do have a client where I'm a fractional CMO. I have other clients where I'm just a media buyer. And then I have other clients where I just advise. I don't even touch their stuff. I just tell them, hey, maybe this is what you should do. I'm just pretty much steering them in a certain direction. So you can have a mix of things at the shot caller level. Advisor, maybe you're building the stuff. Maybe you come in and you take a cut where it's royalties on the funnel.
Yeah, that's such valuable advice. And what I love about it is it's reminding people to do the work, to get a little bit gritty, to bootstrap your way through it, because there are some people out there that, their advice is to make a lot of money, make sure that you are pricing yourself above others. And that's without proving themselves or investing themselves in showing that their clients that they're willing to do the work. And by reversing that value ladder and applying it to yourself, I think that shows a lot of initiative to clients, and that the more you're willing to do, to take on, to offer free work in exchange for testimonials and work your way up, you're getting the experience, but you're also proving to them that, like, you want the work, you love the work. This is what you're here for.
And it doesn't hurt that I'm a bit of a marketing nerd as well. All these books back here are either, I think this is all the .com secrets collection or the ClickFunnels collection, but I like it. I practice the marketing, media buying in general, kind of like how a lawyer practices law, how a doctor practices medicine.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Do you have that diagram? Do you have your shot collar diagram?
I actually do. I have it written here on my whiteboard.
Okay. We need to include that like in the description or do something, because I think that's really cool to be able to apply that to yourself and your business. That's great. Speaking of your business, where can people go to learn more about you or seek you as a certified funnel builder?
Yeah, on LinkedIn. It's linkedin.com/in/OV Valle. So the letter OVVALLE.
Thank you for being my guest today. Do you have any final words you'd like to share?
You know what? There's something that I would like to share, and it's something that I learned from Alan Dibb from the book One Page Marketing Plan. I think that's what it's called, the One Page Marketing Plan.
Yes.
If not, I'll get you the right thing. And it goes back to marketing and how there's a specific description that he talks about in that book when you speak about marketing and how advertising is just one aspect of marketing. It's just one tactic. It's not the entire thing. And I think a lot of people get that confused where they think advertising is marketing. Um, and what I really want to explain here is how when you know your funnel, you can master all aspects of marketing when it comes to all the tactics. In the book, he says, if a circus is coming, I have it written down right here because I didn't memorize it, but I know it, right? If a circus is coming to town and you put on a sign, circus coming to town, that's advertising. Done, right? If you put that sign on the elephant and walk it around town, that's promotion. So now you're promoting something. Now, if that elephant walks in the flower bed, the mayor's flower bed, and he laughs about it, then that's publicity. Well, I'm sorry. And the newspapers write about it. That's publicity. So I forgot that part. And then if the mayor laughs about it, then that's public relations. And if you were the one who put it all together, that's marketing. So if you plan it all, I know I did a bad explanation there, but
it's fantastic. I love it. And I think with you and your background, most people would be solely focused on just the advertising part of it. It's the front end. It's the traffic. It's getting the people. You care so much about all of the things that come after, which is such a big part of it. And I think that people do confuse that often. And I think that that's a really great point.
Oh, thanks. I'll send you the proper verbiage there, but putting it all together and selling at the circus, and that's ultimately what I think I needed to retain my clients and obviously get paid more for doing so.
Yeah. Well, that analogy is definitely going to stick with me. I love that. It's very effective. It does put things into a new perspective. Thank you again for sharing all of your wisdom and everything that, has brought you here today. Thank you for being a part of the Funnel Builder certification program. I look forward to seeing all the things that you do with your clients, and hopefully we'll see you at the next Funnel Hacking Live as well.
Oh, you bet. I already got my ticket.
Thanks so much, Orvelin. Take care.